metalheads, and this episode, the sleeveless episode of the Metal Swap Talk, we talk metal swap meet. We have some news. We also have some stuff that we want to tell you about, what it's all about, how it's going to run this time around. So we'll be talking a little bit about that. We'll also talk about some of the stuff we've been doing for the summer, some of the trips we've been taking, some of the stuff that's coming up for some of us, tours and stuff like that. We'll also talk the upcoming shows. We have plenty of those for you. We also have a local spotlight that we'll be talking about. One of our local bands, which is Nukem. We'll take a look at a little bit about that and so much more in this episode of Metal Swap Talk. So the Metal Swap Meet, it's going to be October 19th, 2019 this time. And again, at the Setting Sun Sake Brewing. Setting Sun is located in the Miralani Makers District, which is a small kind of a strip mall, you could call it maybe, but it's mostly craft products that are made there. A lot of breweries, a lot of really organic food that's there. We did it there last year, so if you haven't been there before, this is located in the Miramar area of San Diego, right off the 15 freeway. It's kind of like in between the 15 and the 805, right? Mm-hmm. Right. So it's going to be from 11 to 5 p.m. It's when we normally do it. We should have close to something like 50 vendors, hopefully a little more. We'll talk a little bit about vendor information at the end of this particular section and where you can sign up. We're actually opening it up to the public now that we have contacted all of our previous vendors. So we'll talk about that as well. One of the coolest things about this part of town, or this area where we're actually holding a swap meet, is that everything is pretty much there. You don't have to kind of go off site to get anything. If you're looking for beer, some of you have been asking about beer quite a bit. We love beer too, I know. We have 4 breweries there on site. We have 2 Kids Brewing, Align Brewing, which is a great one as well, Protector Brewing, which is one of the establishments right on the site, and Thunderhawk Ailments, which is actually just right across the street. If you are a wine connoisseur, a wine lover, really, really good craft wines. There's a place called Charlie and Echo right on site as well that will be open during the swap meet. They were open last time. If any of you checked it out, they have really a good variety of different craft wines. Cider, man, cider's been one of those things that's been getting really popular these days. And Serpentine Cider is right across the street. Together with a meadery called Lost Cause Meadery. Really, really delicious stuff. We hit them up a little while back, and really, really nice people there, and awesome food they have as well. Speaking of food, right on site we have the deli, sushi, and desserts. Awesome deli sushi that's there. The Good Seed Food Company is actually the company, the food place that's inside the meadery and the cider place, so you can actually get 3 things knocked out at once. And on site, on the side where we are holding a swap meet, we have Mr. G's Salsa, a really good restaurant there. They're going to have beer there as well, from what we hear. And speaking of beer, Brian, there's something going on possibly, right?
Yeah,
we're getting close to.
Working on maybe doing a collaboration, exclusive beer just for this event. Can't really confirm.
No, did I?
Which brewery it might be with, I don't know. Might be a collaboration with, I don't know, somebody.
Some people.
Yeah, we're not really sure, but that's might be news coming out pretty soon. So we're excited about that.
Right. And a lot of you were asking about this, if we were going to have a special Metal Swap Meet brew this time around, and it looks like it's going to happen. So until we have more details, we're going to kind of keep it under wraps, and hopefully by the next episode, we'll have some really good news for you on that front.
Didn't you guys have a special sake they made last year?
We did. It was actually this one right here called Ronin Black.
Ronin Black. It's a sake that's been aged in Speedway Stout bourbon barrels.
Mm-hmm.
And you could still get some bottles of this. They still have it at Setting Sun Sake.
Mm-hmm.
And that's there at the swap meet too, right?
Yep, it'll be there.
Definitely, if it's definitely a collector's items. If you want to pick one of those bottles up, they're still available there. You can pick them up now, or you can also pick one up at the day of the swap at Setting Sun, which has a really good variety of sake there. And they would be the ones having our beer available on the day of the swap. Caton DePena from Hyrex will be there, as we spoke about before. He's really excited about being there again, and he's been helping us out with this a few times before. If you haven't seen him before, he's a great guy. He's always been a great supporter of the swap meet, not only the swap meet but metal altogether. So he will be there as well, kind of hanging out with us and putting on some music and kind of getting the crowd going. On the band front, a lot of you keep asking about this, and we're very, very close. Be patient. It's not an easy thing for us to do. It's not something that is easily done here in the county, but for us, it's slowly becoming a reality. So hopefully we can get that squared away here in the next coming weeks and finally reveal who we're gonna have and get you guys to bang your head a little bit with some live music. Mm-hmm.
And those some people have been asking about after show. Sometimes you guys have had those before.
Right, we don't have anything planned for the after party just yet. I don't even know if there's any shows going on that day. We've been kind of busy with a daytime thing. I know that Alien Weaponry from New Zealand is playing that night, I believe, at the Soda Bar. Yeah, but I think that's already sold out, so you didn't get a ticket.
Maybe we can, just find a place we could all meet up afterwards, even if it's at one of the bars there or something.
There you go. If any of you out there have any ideas for the after party, shoot them our way. You can send us a message at the Metal Swap Meet Facebook page as well, and then we can definitely take a look at it. Yeah. We haven't really thought about an after party, but if it's somewhere we can all just get together and have a beer after a long day, shoot them our way.
Yeah. Definitely, or drop a comment on the YouTube channel or something.
Yep. Yeah. Drop a comment on the YouTube channel or on this video, and then we'll go from there. Vendors. So if you were a vendor in the past, you should have received an email from us. If you haven't received anything from us yet, please get a hold of us. Contact us either on our Facebook page, or you can contact me at israel@metalswapmeet.com. And then we'll figure it out. For those of you who want to be vendors, also you can contact us directly at our Facebook page, direct messages there, or you can send me an email at israel@metalswapmeet.com, and then we'll set you up with a link and we'll go from there. Vendor spots are going fairly quick. They always do. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing is that we're going to have a wide variety of vendors. Any sort of metal you can think of, you're going to find there. And some other rarities, some other collectibles as well. So hit us up on there. We'll get you set up. We'll get you the right information, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so I would say they're about 60% sold out already.
Right, should be 60% already.
So
wow,
do you allow just normal people to sell stuff there that have some? Like, want to sell their own collection of stuff, or?
I kind of just ask them what they're selling, and if it seems metal related, then it's good. If it's Pokemon cards or something, not really our bag.
Yeah, but if they are just bringing their own stuff from home and it's metal related, they can definitely get a table. They can always split a table with a friend if they want to do that. And we had people who do that too. I know a few of the swap meets I've sold my own stuff there, so. Get a hold of us, reach out, and then we'll determine what we can do with that for sure. And I know that you've sold plenty of your stuff there from your distro.
I'll be there again.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of distros that will be showing up there as well. So save your money, bring your money, because I end up spending more than I should, but it's definitely worth it for me. I always end up buying stuff that I wouldn't necessarily find somewhere else, and at really good prices, which is the coolest thing too.
About it. That's all I got.
No, so check it out. Jump on our Facebook, facebook.com/sdmetalswapmeet, metalswapmeet.com as well, and stick around in there. Also check out the event page. Let us know who's coming. Let us know how many of you are coming. We always like to gauge what's gonna happen, how many people we need to prepare for as well. And have a kind of an estimate of how many folks are going to be there. For those of you who have questions about parking or about anything like that, there is off-street parking that's there. plenty of it from what we saw last time. I don't think many people had difficulties with parking, and it's a fairly easy place to get to. We'll be posting the address and all that, and directions as the date grows near. Which, wow, it's what, 3 months away now, huh? Yeah, 3 months away. So keep saving your money. For questions or anything that you have, feel free to drop us a line on our Facebook page. Like I mentioned before, my email is also there, israel@metalswampme.com. And the more news that we receive, more updates, we'll try to keep you guys as updated as possible, and then try to get you guys as more info as possible. So we'll go from there. All right.
Check out a local band. They're like a thrash metal band from San Diego called Nukem.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a local supergroup, I guess.
Yeah,
it's got Norm Leggio on drums, Psychotic Waltz fame, Teabag, Broken Foundation,
Cage.
Mm-hmm. It's got Steve Brogdon. What was he from?
He was in
Narsil,
yeah.
aka Fanboy.
What's up, Fanboy?
Right. And Don Lauder. Under the Stone fame.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura Christine. Yep.
She was
Warface
and Meldrum, I believe. She was with Gina Hoglan and a few other folks.
Shredding guitar player.
Amazing guitar player.
Yeah, and just saw them recently at Exodus at House of Blues.
Yeah, they did open that Exodus show, right?
Yep.
They shred pretty hard.
And they play with the Megadeth and Scorpions and TJ.
That's true. They did play the Fronterizo Fest last year, opening up for Megadeth and Scorpions and a bunch of other cool bands. So they've been on the spotlight for a few years now, and definitely hitting up some good shows and opening up some good shows, and we really like that they're local and they're really nice people. They're friends of ours, and we're gonna check out one of their videos called Evelyn's Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Vince can unlock his phone eventually.
Is this dead embryonic cells?
Yeah. Arise.
Are you sure that Evelyn is really dead? Destroy it.
Yeah.
Pretty clear sounding bass, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like a loud bass.
Yeah, I really like the production's pretty clear. You can hear everything good.
Oh yeah.
The guitar is crisp, and then you can hear all the notes. And drums are full sounding. And I like the video too. It's kind of retro 80s or 90s horror a little bit.
I love the bass drum. I like the sound.
Pretty high energy song. We should start a pit in here right now.
Couch pit.
Whoa.
Cool.
It's like the credits.
Yeah.
That's cool. They took the time to make a cool video and
Yeah.
some thought into it and did a good job.
Yeah, killer song. I don't know if we need to watch all this.
Right. It's like, I think I know who they are.
That was, yeah, that was a killer song.
Yeah.
Awesome video. Yeah, that's kind of, relentless sounding.
Yeah, pretty high energy. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I think the beginning reminded me a little bit of Motorhead, maybe. Some of that kind of galloping sort of speed on some of the newer Motorhead songs. I enjoyed it. It was cool.
Maybe with the bass was a little loud, which was cool. Maybe it reminded me of Motorhead as well.
Right. It was really cool.
Yeah, the vocals kind of remind me of Schmear from Destruction.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It did.
Kind of the screeches and stuff, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty killer. Yeah, you could usually check them out at least a couple times a year in San Diego.
Yep.
And hopefully they get out and play more outside of San Diego too.
Yeah, hopefully. Check them out on their Facebook page, on Nukem from San Diego. Definitely a good band from San Diego that's kind of making some waves out there, and hopefully we get to hear a little more about them. This is off their first album, and haven't heard anything about a second one coming up. So hopefully they got some new releases coming up in the future, and best of luck to all of them, because they it looks like they put in a lot of hard work, especially on this video and on the music and the production. So, hopefully good things better things come to them as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on a side note, I don't know if you guys want to talk about it, but I know I heard Psychotic Waltz was just working on their new album as well. Maybe we can have something coming up for you guys too, and talk with Norm. And
that would be really cool. Yes, we've been hearing that about Psychotic Waltz. There's a new album coming out, and I'm really excited about that. And hopefully we get some new music from them. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. It just seems like I've been hearing that for quite a while. So come on, guys, get it done.
Yeah. What's going on, Norm? What the hell?
Come on.
No, I think I've seen some posts on their Facebook page that are showing some of the stuff that was already recorded. I believe the drums were already done and some guitar work's already done. So it looks like it's heading in the right direction. So I'm stoked about that.
Yeah, and they'll be playing Europe this too, right?
They will. They'll be going on a European tour, I think, this fall, and that's gonna be freaking awesome.
Yep. So get that album done, guys. Come on.
Just like that. Huh?
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, if you're a local band and you'd like us to check out some of your stuff, always check us out. Drop us a line on Facebook, and we'll take a listen to it. And if we like it, we'll throw it on here and see what it's like, and maybe hopefully expose it to the rest of San Diego or whoever else is watching. So keep us in mind.
Yeah. Send us your stuff. We'll try to play it and get it in an episode at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this year, like every year, we have our good friend Arnold Barba do the artwork for the flyer and for the shirt. So this year I'm pretty happy with it. It's this zombie thing that I'm magically putting on the screen right now, and you can look at it. So he gives me a black and white like pen drawing, and I usually just go through and kind of color it however I feel like. This year I was kind of going for a blacklight kind of look, retro. In the past we've done other things, but it works out really good. He's an awesome artist and done some amazing art for us.
Yep.
Vince over here will show you one if it'll fit in the frame. You could go a little higher, I guess. Yeah.
There you go.
That's
one of the ones he did for us a few years back. I think it was 2015 was for that one, right?
Yep.
You printed these yourself?
Yeah, we're at a print shop called Delmar Blue, and we can do all kinds of printing. This is just on foam board, but we could print directly to foam board, any kind of art that you have. So that was printed on foam board and then laminated with a glossy laminate. This is another one he did for us.
I think this was the very first one he did for us for the actual flyer in 2010.
Yeah, it says 2010 on it.
Yeah, 2010 on it. The zombie. I think this is the first time the zombies appeared.
Yeah.
So they're kind of a recurring theme on some of our swap meet t-shirts and flyers, which is kind of cool. So it is. He's one of our friends, and he's a really great artist and
a great chef too.
Yeah, great chef nowadays.
Yeah,
so.
he's the chef at Juniper and Ivy, like maybe the best restaurant in all of San Diego. So definitely give him support if you can. So yeah, we're gonna the flyer that we showed you. We're gonna have a shirt made up of it. If you guys are really interested in the shirts, let us know. That we kind of gauge how many we need to get printed. We're kind of thinking about 50, but if we get like a lot of feedback, so that's an awesome design. We would like, I'm definitely interested. If we get a lot of feedback, we'll print more than 50.
We always do a limited run of these because we do think it's a bit of a collector's item, especially for those of you who've been coming on a yearly basis. And I know some of you out there that like to pick up the shirt as soon as you get in. So definitely this year, if you're coming, pick up your shirt. Will be one of the first booths when you enter the swap meet with our merchandise. We normally have the shirt. We'll have some bags. We're thinking of maybe a couple other things that we can do as far as merchandise. And if you have merch suggestions, let us know, and we can kind of look at that and see what we can do. Some of the other artists that we have had in the past, I think we mentioned in the last episode, Peter Best, who is a photographer who will be there again this year, who was with us I think 4 years ago, taking pictures there. So he'll be hanging out with us that day too. And Justin Bartlett came to a couple of our swap meets as well, displaying his art. You might remember his artwork from Naguda Bunget and some other black metal bands that he's worked with in the past. So we've tended to work with a lot of artists, especially if they do work with metal bands, and I think it's worked out fairly well for us.
Speaking of artists, local artists, Travis Smith, Opeth fame, Nevermore, countless other bands. We need to do an interview with you if you're watching.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. He's a great artist. You can see
he's a really good dude, but yeah, I think he's a little doesn't want to talk, but yeah.
We're looking for you, Travis.
Come on. But yeah, if there's any other like weird shirt sizes you guys are looking for, maybe some stuff like baby clothes or anything like that,
Right, yeah.
or prints of the flyer, be sure to let us know. That way we can, get that stuff done before the event and, have them ready for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and normally there's plenty of artwork that's sold at the Metal Swap Meet as well for those of you who are looking for artwork. Horror-based stuff like this. We always see vendors who have that sort of stuff, which makes it very, very unique. It's one of those things where different mediums of art get together with music and painting and photography and all kinds of other different types of art that kind of melts together in our event. So it's one of those things that we kind of look forward to as well, seeing the different types of artwork that comes to the swap for sale or for trade.
Yep. And since I do work at Delmar Blueprint, if you are an artist and need prints, or if you're a band and need a banner, you could contact Delmar Blueprint and mention that you heard it here, and we'll hook you up with a deal.
Yeah. My banner's through you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Art lovers, we have stuff for you.
Yes. Highbrow art, lowbrow art.
I don't know about highbrow.
Speaking of lowbrow, Lou Rasconi was one of the guys who's been there before. His artwork with the Merle and the Murder Junkies.
There's that Rob Halford story.
I haven't heard that one.
With the year he was there, he had like a Rob Halford painting. Oh. And Rob Halford had a friend at the Metal Swap Meet,
mm-hmm.
and the friend took a photo with his phone of the painting of Rob Halford and texted it to Rob Halford. And Rob Halford held up a tablet with the artwork and took a picture of that and sent it back to Lou, and he was
cool.
He was beyond excited about that. That was really cool.
Another great local San Diego artist. So check out Lou Rasconi as well. Yeah, cool. We like art. We support art.
Artsy fartsy fuckers over here.
Yeah.
All right. Talk about metal stuff. There's some stuff to do in San Diego that's kind of metal related, or stuff that we like to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't all involve beer. It mostly does.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of I'll go through real quick what venues sometimes you can find metal shows here at.
Mm-hmm.
Brick by Brick is the number one. Like nothing even comes close in San Diego to how many metal shows Brick by Brick has.
Several per week.
Yeah. And before them, it was a drought of maybe a couple every couple months.
Right.
It seemed like during the summertime, sometimes we would have like no shows. So Brick is the number one. Sometimes you get a couple shows at House of Blues. Sometimes the Observatory, not very often, in North Park. The Bancroft in Spring Valley has been having some pretty good shows.
Mm-hmm.
By the time this comes out, the show will be already over, but I'm going to try to check out At War this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Rojo in TJ?
Yeah, one of the venues in Tijuana that's been coming up rather quickly in the scene is Dragon Rojo in Tijuana. It's right, maybe like a 5-minute drive from the border, right on Revolution, right by First Avenue. They've been renovating the place. This is a bar that's been around since I think the late 60s. It's had different ownerships back and forth, but it has basically turned into the metal hub for Tijuana. And then they actually took down one of the walls and actually built the venue inside this old bar. So it's a 2-story bar, extensive selection of beers, and it's got the first story, which is just kind of like the bar area where people sit, kind of hang out, listen to metal. The top part has an area where bands can play, and there's also videos playing and different screens and stuff like that. And then in the back, there's a big venue area which has capacity for about 300 people there. And our friends there, Danny and the rest of the staff there, will treat you real good if you go down there to Tijuana, and definitely check out their Facebook. They have a lot of shows coming up. I think Horna from Finland is playing down there rather soon. Niflheim just announced a show in Tijuana, one of the only 2 shows that they're doing in Mexico, and one of them's going to be at the Dragon Rojo bar. That's in October from what I remember. So check them out on their Facebook. They're really, really, really good prices for beer. specials all week long, and I think on Fridays and Saturdays they're open 24 hours. So yeah, if you want to, you know,
So bring a sleeping bag.
bring a sleep. Yeah, if you want to burn the candle at both ends.
It's also a metal bar, not just a venue.
Yes, absolutely. They're open every day. I think they open at noon, and you can just come in and hang out, have a few brews with your friends, or by yourself, and they'll be blasting metal, from when they open till they close, unless it's a Friday and a Saturday, which they don't close. So you'll be set. Yeah.
Okay. Also around is Space Bar, which is kind of City Heights, I guess, the area. And not far from that is also Soda Bar, which is like almost the same block.
Yeah, it's right down the street. I think they're only within one block.
Yeah. Also in my neighborhood, like deeper in City Heights, we got the Till 2 and Tower, which also sometimes host metal, but they do also a lot of punk. Yeah, there's a kind of a cool bar near here that opened up recently called Chinatown Grill. So that they're not doing any metal, but I don't know. They seem pretty open to doing some kind of meetup or something because they got a pretty large like roof area. But also stuff to do, metal related things to do. Our good friends Full Metal Burgers that have one of the best burgers in town. You could look them up and find them hosting or working at a lot of the breweries up in North County. They'll also be here this year at the Metal Swap Meet. We got if you want some metal merch and stuff like that, the Black and OB is not a bad place. Been around forever. Cool stuff like tapestries. I remember seeing a bunch of Maiden and Venom and stuff like that, tapestries and some shirts.
Shirts too, yeah.
Yeah. Rock Invasion, which is a sponsor this year of the Metal Swap Meet.
Correct.
They got all kinds of amazing shirts. You can find them at the Metal Swap Meet this year, but also at the
Kobe's Swap Meet.
I know that they're at this
Kobe's Swap
sometimes
Meet.
at the Qualcomm Stadium or SDCCU Swap Meet on Wednesdays as well. Really, really cool people. They've been Metal Swap Meet vendors for I think 8 or 9 years now, and they're actual sponsors this year. So we'd like to welcome those folks from Rock Invasion and thank them for sponsoring the Swap Meet and for all their support. So if you are in the
Kobe's Swap Meet,
go ahead and say hi and buy some merch.
Yep. Also, Reanimated Records in La Mesa. It's been open about 2 years or something now.
Yeah, about that.
A pretty old school. Like if you're a customer at Blue Meanie, this isn't that far from that. A lot of records. I just went like a week ago, dropped off some flyers, and I bought some Mournful Congregation cassettes there.
Yeah, they got a lot of tapes and CDs, vinyl. You can find even a lot of horror movies and
DVDs.
laser discs and a lot of collectible stuff. And
books. I saw even like board games. Yeah. So yeah, it's right downtown La Mesa. We also got like Space Bar, I guess, it hosts like a Metal Monday. So that's they're playing metal, and I think they have like some drink specials. So I've been hearing about that. If you want like kind of cool atmosphere with some vegan food, Kindred and South Park, that's your place to go. They got what are they playing all the time? Sleep, Dope Smoker the whole time, like on repeat.
Yes, and in the bathroom, I think.
In the bathroom, right? Yeah.
Weed Eater, stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Really, really cool place. The food is amazing. I'm not a fan of vegan food at all, but they make the stuff that is just delicious there. So, and the cocktails there are very, very good as well. So, pay them a bit. Some Kindred. They've been friends of the Swap. We did a few events there a few years back. So pay them a visit if you have time. They're in the South Park area. Really delicious food, amazing cocktails, and come and check them out.
Yep. Do we have time for beers?
I think we do. There's always time for beer.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna kind of go over like some metal related beers and beers that we like, especially that are coming out of San Diego. Like the Belching Beavers Deftones, that's like officially licensed beer. There's a few of those officially licensed beers here in San Diego.
I think it's called a Phantom Bride or something like that.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, it's been out for I think a couple of years now, and from what I've seen, it's been doing really well for Belching Beaver, one of the local breweries.
Having the Deftones been having that one event lately too, that Dia de los Deftones.
Yeah, I think that's coming up in October, November. I think in November it's coming up, and they're doing it here in San Diego too. So that's something I guess not quite sure what the date on that is, but it is. It's something they've been doing for the last couple of years here in San Diego, and they make a big party out of it, which is kind of cool. You know, they chose this area to do it, and Belching Beaver to put out their signature beer, and I think they have one or maybe two beers. I'm not quite sure. I know the Phantom Bride is one of them, and they might have one other one.
Yeah, I think I saw a newer one.
Yep, I think they do.
Another one, Amplified here in San Diego, at least had. We're not sure if it's still out. It's a Motorhead beer.
Yes.
Amplified is located in Miramar, and I believe they have a tasting room in PB. But yeah, they're really good. They make a lot of rock and metal related beers, like, so their can designs are pretty collectible. Stone did like a Metallica collaboration called Internight.
Did?
And I believe that was like a pilsner,
It is
right?
a Pilsner. Mm-hmm.
Kind of a hoppy pilsner. That was super refreshing. Burning Beard has a lot of metal related stuff. I know it's owned, and a lot of the people that work there are total metalheads, and that's in El Cajon. Vince took me there, and Shannon really hooked us up and was really awesome, and the place is pretty good. Really good beers and just a cool attitude.
Yeah, it's a cool place, and seems like it's a good vibe and atmosphere, and a lot of the beers kind of are like a off take on some metal kind of names or songs or album titles you've probably heard of.
Cool.
Like Ride the Lightning, like a rye beer.
Oh,
like
Ride the Lightning. That's pretty good. And they have bands there too, right?
I think they've had a couple bands a few times in the back.
Okay.
And maybe sometime we'll do this show there.
Yeah, we're looking to do some on the, like, you know, the Ballast Point one we did. We're trying to get out there a little more and, you know, do more on the spot.
Yeah, if you guys know somebody or wouldn't mind hosting us partying at your place and filming this and recording, just let us know.
And drinking your beer.
Also metal related is, you know, our host Setting Sun Sake. Josh is a big metalhead. If you even look at their logo, you kind of see a pentagram in there. Inside their bathroom has, what is it, the
Satanic Bible.
Satanic Bible sheets all over the walls, which
that's the wallpaper there.
it's pretty cool. So yeah, Josh is definitely into metal, and worth supporting, I think.
Yep.
What any other beers you guys have had locally, not metal related, that you've been into lately?
One of my favorite just breweries, I would say, would probably be Lost Abbey.
Belgian fan, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
And of course, I like some of the other ones like the Ballast Point and Stone and AleSmith and Karl Strauss, and there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, AleSmith's kind of always been my favorite. That their X Pale Ale is one of the most drinkable things I've ever had. You know, all the way up to their coffee stout, the Speedway, and
Speedway, yes. The Nut Brown Ale is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other breweries that is Society, right?
Society, yep.
Society, one of the ones that are kind of have that death metal feel when you go in there, and then I know that you mentioned that the owner is a big fan of metal.
Yeah, Doug's a big fan of metal. The brewery itself doesn't really have a metal feel. It almost has like this weird Victorian 1800s kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
But I know it's run by a metalhead. I went into his office. I think he had a big Gore poster on the wall. Definitely cool people. And you could buy the shirt that says water hops, yeast, and death metal.
Yeah.
That makes it worth it right there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, Small Bar. I've been hearing something about Small Bar doing metal trivia. I want to say it was Metal Bingo for some reason.
Metal Bingo.
So yeah, maybe go over there, check out their events, see what's going on. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, it was sometime during the week. That's really cool. I got to go check that out.
So for those of you who are coming from out of town, you have some choices. Especially if you're going to be spending the weekend here for the Metal Swap Meet, you're going to be here for a couple of nights. A lot of areas here, a lot of choices that are worth checking out, that we kind of hit up every once in a while, that are definitely fun for us, and you can definitely check out while you're down here. A lot of people always ask us, hey, what else is there to do in San Diego except for the Swap Meet? So there is. A lot of people don't think of San Diego as a metal city, but slowly but surely it is becoming a metal hub, and we hope that folks from out of town, or if you're brand new to the city, take advantage of this sort of stuff and support it to keep it going. All right, so some of the upcoming shows that we haven't talked about yet. On August 23rd, Morta Scold with Defiction at the Till 2 Club. It's going to be a good death metal show. Go ahead and check that out. August 31st, Power from Hell is going to be in Tijuana at U Revolution. Power from Hell coming down. It should be a really, really interesting show. Those guys are pretty cool. September 6th, David Elfson's coming down, right?
Yeah, I heard something about that just now.
Yeah, he's coming to the Ramona main stage. Yeah, I think he's going to have some sort of bass clinic. He's going to be playing some stuff. He just had a book signing recently here in San Diego that we didn't even hear about. So it was ultra underground secret shit, I guess.
Yep.
But he's going to be coming back September 6th at Ramona main stage. Yep. up in the hills, right?
Original member too of Megadeth.
Yeah.
September 9th, Grim Reaper. Steve Grimmett comes back. The last time he was here was a few years ago. Since then, he's
lost a little weight.
He lost. That's awful. He's lost his leg, but he's still rocking, still hitting the stages, which is fucking awesome. So he will be at Break by Break on September the 9th, which I'm kind of stoked about to see him back again. The last time I saw him was 2 years ago when he was still kind of running around and stuff. But this time, it should be a very, very memorable show.
See you
in hell
on September 9th.
September 9th, see you in hell. September 14th, Cataclysm, Ex-Hoarder, aka Pantera, Crisium at Break by Break. I'm kind of more excited about Crisium more than anything.
That's a good lineup.
To be honest, that's a really great lineup. Another one of those great shows, great packages that Break by Break is bringing to town.
I think
right?
Ex-Order hasn't played out here since the 90s, I think.
Yes,
I believe that. Yeah,
they've been doing several festivals. They're doing this tour here with Cataclysm, so they're making some noise back again after the 90s. They kind of faded into the sunset, and they're making their way back up.
I think they're playing Maryland Death Fest next year.
I believe so. Yes, they are playing Maryland Death Fest, or they played this year.
Yeah, they announced a lot of bands for that one. Looks good.
The lineup's complete. Yeah, so take a look at that. That's next year, Memorial Day
weekend.
Yeah, and I've been a few times, and Vince has been a few times too. Yep. It is a lot of fun, and it's kind of the best festival in the United States for like the death metal, black metal stuff. So I'm gonna try to make that, especially for the Dismember.
Oh, absolutely!
Headliner.
Yeah. We can't miss that at all.
They got the Psycho Fest too.
Yeah, Psycho Fest is going to be coming up. We just heard that Running Crisis canceled that, so unfortunately they're not doing it anymore. But the rest of the festival is going to be rather fun for those of you who want to head out to Las Vegas to Psycho Fest. September 28th, Soulfly with Insight and Prison. Never heard of Prison before, and I've heard of Insight before. So Soulfly coming back. They kind of make a yearly trip down here to San Diego, and it tends to be a fairly fun show from what I recall.
Yeah, I know, like, it was after the Roots days. I want to say Max lived here for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think he lived up in Encinitas somewhere.
Yeah, he lived around here somewhere. Yeah,
he did.
He probably likes it. I remember they used to play Canes and stuff all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Soulfly is always a fun show. They oftentimes play Sepultura songs, which is always a great time. October 3rd, Obituary, Abath, and Midnight at Brick by Brick. Unfortunately, that show is sold out. So if you have any way, sell a kidney, sell your liver, and get in there. Obituary, haven't seen them in a while here in San Diego. Abbott, I don't remember him playing here in San Diego at all.
They played House of Blues a few years before.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
great. So that's gonna be coming brick by brick on October the 3rd. One of the ones that we're kind of excited about is the Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast tour coming to the Bank of California Stadium in Los Angeles, September 14th, and we're gonna be out there, right, Vince?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, we're gonna be out there hanging out, doing a little pre-partying, a little pre-gaming, and is this the last Iron Maiden tour?
You always have to kind of wonder.
Nah.
No, I don't think so either. But it is gonna be one of the. I haven't seen Maiden in a long time, and I'm very
Have you seen
excited
the videos of them like playing Aces High with the real plane like overhead?
Yes, the stage setup for this tour is crazy.
Yeah, they always have one of the best shows for a metal or rock band.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they go all out and lots of stage props and awesome stage, just a setup, and
Mhm.
it's always a good time.
Yeah, they spare no expense when it comes to production for their shows, which is really something that I think a lot of people appreciate, especially from a band that's been around for such a long time. They try to keep it fresh as they go on to these tours that become your year-long tours, and just when you think that Maiden is out of the picture, they come right back and bring a brand new stage production to the fans, which is I for one appreciate that quite a bit.
Yeah, it's amazing. They're, to me, out of the metal world, they're the one band you want to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you haven't seen Maiden before, catch them at the Bank of California Stadium on September 14th. We're going to be out there.
Yeah, maybe we'll be out there and can take the banner stuff.
Yeah, we're going to try to set something up in the parking lot, do a little pre-gaming and kind of hang out with the fans and maybe do some recording out there and hang out with a few people and
They're going to have free beers too, so go to their booth.
Yes, come by. We're going to have free Bud Light. But we'll think of something and we'll let you know in time before we do that.
All right, thanks everybody for listening and watching. We're not sure what we're going to do next time. Probably focus more on the Metal Swap Meet, but still do some local stuff. So stay tuned and keep an eye on the Metal Swap Meet Facebook page, Instagram. Be sure to add our subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like watching it, or subscribe to us.
Even if you don't like it, subscribe to it anyway.
Yeah, through the podcast. Hit the like button. Drop some comments because that would help us, and let us know what you think.
Yeah, definitely. If you have suggestions for places we can go shoot, people we can interview, bands that we should listen to, send them our way. We're all open to suggestions, and we kind of want to keep it flowing and kind of keep it different sometimes. So if you have more content that we can use, more content that we can kind of hit you with, give us a holler. Let us know.
All right, thank you. Dong.
Dong. You put an explosion there. Joel episode. Yeah, dude, we did the sleeveless one. We did the suicidal one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Get the button up like in Warcraft.
Yeah, dude, I got some of the.
Yeah, probably Mexicans.
Yeah.
Oh damn. All the Mexicans will get pissed. They're like, "You're not Mexican. You can't act like that."
Cultural appropriation, bro.
Fucking Leahy. All right.
Tasty. What are we doing? I forgot.
The whole
Are we doing the show thing?
those shows, yeah.
All right.
You want to do it?
Vince, you do it.
Nate?
You're high.